All right, folks. So I'm just making this little video to extend on the tank 2 level. I thought there's a number of things we could add to make the game a little bit better, and it's also a way to learn more things on my own. And this is also going to be part of my projects, my portfolio, just to show my way of working and my understanding of like the code part and then the blueprint part in Unreal Engine. So if you also want to know how to add the life bar system to your tank, just follow along. So first of all, let's open up our code part, and I'm going to need the health component header and the health component C++ file. So we are going to make this a public function. It's going to be a youth function, and here we're going to pass in blueprint callable because we want it to be callable inside of the blueprint. So I already made a little typo here, so perfect. You all make mistakes. So here I can add a category to. It's going to be category, and I want it to be part of the combat category because that makes sense because it's our life points, right? So from here, we are going to call the function. It's going to be a float, and we call it get current health. This is going to be a constant one because it's a get function. So usually these are constants, and we don't need it to change. It's just getting the value. So inside of our C++ file, now we are going to declare the function as well. So this is going to be float get current health, and don't forget to add the prefix here, new health component with the operator, and then we just open our curly brackets. All this function has to do is to get the current health, so return health. So from here, what we need to do is we need to head to our begin play right here, and we are going to call the function here, get current health, and that is all I need inside of my code part. So I don't know why I have quickly right here. So let's try to compile. Maybe it's just a bug from VS Code. Let's see if it's compiling well. And if we run into an error, we will just change it and fix it, because that's also part of the learning process. So build failed, C declaration, health, line 55 and 53. So, oh, you know what? It's because I forgot the const. And so now if I add const at the back of it, it should compile just fine. There we go. Now it has compiled successfully. So from here, we are going to create a new HUD widget. So we open our content browser, user interface, blueprint widget, user widget, and we are going to call this widget blueprint life bar. There we go. So let's open this up. We go to create a new canvas. Here we go. A specific one that we're going to need is progress bar, and we're going to make it slightly larger. I'm going to look for color. I want to make some changes, so I'm going to change the basic color to green, and at the same time here, so if we scroll down and we go to progress, we can change the value of the bar right here, and I want to see how it looks. Actually, I like the color how it is now, so let's keep it full, set it at 1, and I'm just going to add a little text. So the text is just going to say HP for hit points. So here in text block, oh, I just closed it. Here we go. We just call HP, and I think that looks pretty sick. Let's go into the blueprint part. So we can head to either the graph here, but I'm going to go from the progress bar here inside the bind and create a new binding. So this is going to link the progression of the bar with the blueprint. So let's create one. To start with, I'm not going to use these. I'm going to head to the event graph here and into the event construct. I'm going to delete the 2 other ones. And from here, I need a way to access my tank pawn. So to do this, we are going to call get all actor of class. In here, we can specify that we want our tank pawn or pawn tank, and we are going to create a copy. From the copy, we can right-click on this node and promote to variable to link it to our get all actor of class. And from here, the variable we created here, we are going to rename it to player pawn. There we go. From here, we can head back to the function. So, oh, I just realized I went into the wrong one. So it's not in the fill color and opacity we need to go. We need to go So I'm going to remove binding. It's in this one, sorry, in the progress one, create binding. All right, so let's see, our event construct is still the same. So now we can head into the get percent, which is the one we want. And I can delete the other one. Perfect. Well, at least it shows you some of the mistakes you can make as well while creating this. So here I'm going to break the connection, and we are going to drag in our reference to the player pawn, get player pawn. And since we created a new function inside of the health component, which is linked to our pawn, we can call the get current health function. It's automatically adding the target, and here we are going to connect it to the return node. But since the progress bar has this percentage system, we need to divide this result by 100. So just call in the divide node, and from here we are going to connect it to the return value. All right, compile and make sure the rest is compiled too. I will save as well. And from here, we are going to head inside of the game mode. So either open up your folder and go inside game mode and game mode. And here is where we already call our begin widget. I want to also start this widget at the start of the game. So I'm going to drag off here and create a new widget. This one is going to be the one we just created, which is the life bar, if I'm not mistaken. And here, don't forget to add to the viewport. Right here, connect the nodes, press save, compile, and let's see if this is working. So head inside of the game, wait for the countdown. And so we can see that my bar is showing up on the top left corner, and let's see if this is working. And it's not. So perfect. And it's not working because I forgot to connect my get percent to the return node. Save, compile, open up the main again, and now we have the correct color. I should have noticed before, but hey, it's part of the learning process too. So let's see if now it's working. I'm getting hit, and so I set my damage to 20, so I have 100 hit points, and every time I get hit, it takes 20% of my bar. And there we go. Next time, I will maybe show you how to create these restart buttons that are also pretty nice, but no spoil. See you in the next video. Bye.